Have you ever gotten uptight? Let's talk about what one stressful thought can do to your whole body. Just one thought. Let's say that you're driving around, somebody, almost runs into you and you panic and you slam on the brakes, and what happens is your muscles get tight, your amygdala takes over instantaneously, shuts down your frontal lobes, doesn't allow you to reason. This is real danger. This is what can happen when we're put into a situation where we don't want to think our way through it. We want to react. We want to be able to steer out of it, or we want to be able to do all we can to protect ourselves. This is automatic, but here's what's interesting. That was real. What about when the thought is just imagined? The brain doesn't know the difference. It's still, if you're having a bad conversation or something goes wrong or something happened that wasn't the way you wanted it to go and you start imagining that, that is the same. That is a danger as far as the amygdala is concerned, because you have put yourself into threat or jeopardy. And it goes and pumps all that cortisol into your system. It affects your digestive process, doesn't allow you to reason. And what happens is we find ourselves right about it. But what it does, unfortunately, it's not in the best interest of us having a healthy, vibrant, exciting life. And it drains us. That's just one thought. We have 70,000 thoughts going through our mind in a 24-hour period of time. But what we can do is we can interfere with the thought of something bad happening before it occurs, so that electrical and chemical storm that occurs inside of us doesn't need to. And some of the things that you can do is, one is pause and breathe. Because when you pause and breathe, you are now allowing yourself to relax, but you're also cooling the amygdala down, because you can't pause and breathe when you're trying to outrun a Bengal tiger. So what it does is it redirects and gets the frontal lobes to work again. Another thing you can do is you can name it. And what I mean by that is this a thought or is this a fact? And when you make that differentiation, you begin to take the power away from the thought and begin again to get the prefrontal cortex operating and allow yourself to reason and to be logical about it. No, it was just a comment someone made. It was just someone changing direction on me. I don't need to put myself through this. And then the third thing you can do is redirect. And what I mean by that is, what's one useful thing I can do right now? Just one thing I could do right now that'll go ahead and knock the amygdala where it belongs, and that's to be calm and quiet when real danger actually occurs, not just something I thought about. So that's the power of our thinking. And I want you to think about this. You can't stop stressful thoughts from showing up, and that's how your brain's wired, but you can train yourself to notice them faster, calm the body sooner, and choose a response that keeps you in control. Remember, the thought is not the problem. It's what you do when you trigger the thought. So now that we know, we can take the deep breath and we can calm ourselves and redirect it and turn it into a question instead of a statement. These work so amazingly, and I can't tell you how many times during the day I call upon these. You can too. So rewatch this and remember, a thought and an actual danger are two different things, but the brain doesn't know the difference. So make sure that you do the things necessary so you can teach it that there is a difference. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.